Hi, I'm Vanessa McLean.
And I'm Brian Taylor.
We're just having a conversation and thought we'd let you eavesdrop because that's what we're like sometimes. We like to share. So, Brian, is it okay for the world to listen on to our conversation?
Absolutely.
It's cool with me as well. Brian, one of the reasons why we're speaking today is because I'm planning something in London and you're aware of it as well.
Absolutely.
And it's called the Black CEO London. It's the Mission Iconic Tour. And our aim is to get as many Black business owners, Black entrepreneurs, Black people who feel as though they don't have the tools, the resources, the support system to build long-lasting, sustainable businesses and to create legacies. So one of the things I thought today, just talking to you over the last few months, is if we could just talk about the experiences we've had so far within the Black CEO community.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like, a wonderful organization. There's so many resources in this organization. I mean, you're talking about people that been there, done that, and is doing it. And so, it goes from if you want to publish a book to you want to host an event. The resources is there. There's people that have is doing it. That there's people that have been doing it, but you have the access to these individuals. I mean, free access. You're not saying
Did you
okay.
just say, did you just say free?
I said free access. Free access.
Okay.
Like,
Not three, but
free, FREE.
well,
In the corporate world, you have to make an appointment. You want to talk to the CEO, right? So it's a protocol. You got
yeah.
to go through their EAs, or you got to go through their assistant, and then you got to make an appointment. That's if they feel it's valuable for them to meet with you. With this organization, we have people that are millionaires. We have people that are CEOs, owners of big corporation that you can inbox and communicate with for free. No consultation. No, you got to go through this person to go through this person. And if you're lucky, you'll get a chance to meet with them or have a communication dialogue with them. With this organization, you have direct, free, FREE, access to these top level CEOs.
And that's one of the beautiful things about the Black CEO. Not only is it an organization that is in the USA, it's an organization that will be spread right across the world. I'm really excited about what's happening over the next few months, in particular, Brian. Myself being the president of the London chapter for the Black CEO,
That's awesome.
I feel as though we're just on at the beginning of an amazing journey for all Black people who are in business, for all African people who are in business, for all Caribbean people who are in business, who are considering to be in business. Here's the beautiful thing about the Black CEO, because we have content and we have a distribution system for your products and services. One of the things that I've really, really loved about the community, Brian, is the ability, like you said, to be able to access people. And I don't even use the word free loosely, because free also involves your time, and you place a value on your time, and you can never get back that time once you've given it to someone. But what we do say is that the exchange of energy for knowledge, for experience, for wisdom that you get within this community is amazing. Brian, over the years, I have invested a lot of money in myself, in my personal and professional development. What I have gained in the last year or the last 2 years in particular, through connecting with certain people in certain industries, especially within the Black CEO community, has been invaluable. Brian, what I've noticed as well is one of the reasons why a lot of us haven't progressed to the level that we really want to reach is that we don't have a system in place. The Black CEO is about automation. It's about giving you the tools to deliver your skills, whether you be a speaker, a consultant, an author, whatever it is you are. Do you have the back end to support the service that you're delivering? And Brian, you can know that these are tools that we've been using over the last few months together collectively, because we've connected with each other, and now we're joining the world together through this amazing organization, the Black CEO.
Absolutely. I mean, I just want to, commend you, Vanessa, for pretty much seeing the vision and taking on the responsibility. I mean, to be the chapter president of London, it's a huge commitment, and for somebody to stand up, to say, hey, I see a need for this organization here. I just want to thank you, on behalf of the London people, for taking on this role. I mean, it is so needed, Vanessa. We as Black people already feel that we have been handed an unfair a life, right? And we have overcome so many trials and obstacles and situations through our lives as far as being a minority. And so for this organization to be created and to say, hey, wherever you want to go or take your business, we are here to help you, is just an amazing opportunity.
Brian, you just mentioned something, and I think one of the things as a Black person, as a Caribbean person, with my roots directly in Africa, I think it's important for us to not see ourselves as minority, and to remember the power of who we are, that we are the majority, because through us, life has begun, and we're about to recreate, to reestablish our firm roots in the Black CEO. The portals are going to be available for anyone who wants to do business. We're not just saying that we're not going to accept anybody else, but what we're saying right now, we're making available for any Black person who is in business to tap into the resources, because it works. One of my mentors always says it works if you work it. So it's not about sitting back on your laurels. You still got to do your part of the work.
Absolutely.
But it's something that I feel is way overdue. I don't know if you've got the same thing in Canada, but over the years, I've noticed we've got pockets of people doing some great, amazing work. Not necessarily collaborating, because there's this thing we've spoken about over a period of time, fear of someone taking away your idea, fear of somebody excelling further than yourself. So many different reasons why people don't come together to do this amazing work. Well, the Black CEO is coming from another perspective, from a spirit of collaboration, not competition. What are we doing? We're collaborating. And that's what this is about. In order for us to build strong, firm roots, I think it's so important that we reach out and really be looking around your communities. Who's doing something similar to you? How can you support that, instead of how can we be in competition with what you're doing? Here's the beautiful thing I've learned, Brian. Nobody else is quite like you. Nobody else can do what you do. They may have the same script, but how you deliver that, because of your life's experiences, because of your interactions, because of your engagements, will never be like anybody else. That's why there's no competition when it comes to the Black CEO. We're in it to collaborate and help and support each other. What do you think?
I totally agree. I mean, this is not, all for one. This is a working together, because here's the thing, the motto of the Black CEO is not one and one. One plus one gives you two, right? Mm-hmm. So if you say, oh, I'm just in it for me, mm-hmm. and then I meet you, and then it's just both of us, right? But if you say, look, here is the resources that I have, that I can bring value to your organization, and what resources you have that can bring value So my resources and your resources, 1 and 1 equals 11. And that's what their message is. This is not, you know, all for me, and you know, you know, it's all what I can get, because that's not the message that this organization drives.
Absolutely not. Brian, I'm really excited about the speakers and the trainers that are going to be coming to London. Trevor Otts, who's the founder of the BlackCEO, Shay Brown. We're going to have an amazing young man by the name of Tristan, the Truth Jones. And I'm so looking forward to his energy, a young 10-year-old. And he's already written a book. He plays football. He is so inspiring. And I'm just hoping when he comes over, not only does he speak into our lives as adults, but also speak into those young people's lives. Can I just pause for a second?
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to the young man, Tristan the Truth Jones, when he brings his message to the young people. He's a young Black CEO, and this is what we want to do. We want to be able to fill the room with not just the older Black CEO, the older Black person, but the young business people, and start to show them that they can start building businesses from a young age. They don't have to wait till they're 19, 20, 21 to start thinking like a business person. And that's one of the things that Tristan is the truth. And he'll tell you, I am the truth. He'll tell you his story and the steps that he's taken to where he is today, and the vision for where he wants to go.
That's awesome. I mean, it's, you know, this journey, it doesn't matter if you're 10 years old, it doesn't matter if you're 50 years old, and it doesn't matter if you're 100 years old. I mean, the gifts that's inside of you and the experiences that you have, and even the vision or the insight, you know, can speak life into your into your journey. And so for this young man that even took the courage, you know, and have a message, and know who he is at an early age is amazing. And I'm so excited, and I know he's going to rock the house, and I know Che Brown and Otis and Trevor is going to rock the house. I mean, you have the most powerful electric speakers that's going to be at your event, Vanessa. I know it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. There's still a few more speakers we haven't confirmed, and there's a few more that we're just lining up at the moment, and we'll add them to the list on the Eventbrite page. Yes, there's an Eventbrite page. What is it called? Just remind me. I've just gone black for one moment. BlackCEO London Mission Iconic, and then you'll find that on Eventbrite. Go there, get your tickets, because it's going to be an event that will transform your life. And we're not just saying that loosely.
Right.
We've seen what's happened in the space of since February until now, the group going from 0 on Facebook to over 23,000. Success leaves clues. Is that a clue?
That is huge.
Yeah, and it's growing every day.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, if you just monitor, you can see the numbers growing every single day. There's people that you know, that have the idea to start a business and don't even have a clue, or you know, they don't even know what direction to go to. And these folks are joining, and you can see their Facebook pages are changing. You can see attitude is getting strong. I mean, excuse me, not attitude in a bad way, but attitude as far as I am a CEO. You know, I am this person that I dream to be. So, I mean, the confidence level is rising, and the tools are there.
Well, the tools are there. And one way to look into the tools is to join us on the Facebook group. We've got a Facebook group, and it's called BlackCEO London. Join us on the group, get involved with the conversation. It's very interactive, and we want that to happen. We want to have a conversation, not just a conversation, but to implement strategies to take us to our next best level. Brian alluded to you earlier on that since he's been a part of the group, the access he's had to people, not just in Canada, not just in America, not just in the UK, but globally, where you can reach out to people. You've got a website and needs tweaking. There's somebody in the Black CEO who can help you with that. You've got an event you're putting on. There's someone in the Black CEO who knows all about sponsorship. You've got a speaking event. You want someone to train you. There's Vanessa McLean, who knows a little bit about speaking, has worked with a few great speakers and can help you get your message across in a way that not only changes lives, but creates revenues and legacies. So we're looking forward to the change that we're going to experience collectively at the Black CEO event in London. It cannot happen without you. 1 + 1 equals, in our vocabulary, collaboration. And that's the story that we're sending out to you. Share this with as many Black CEOs, Black business people. We want to make a change, but we cannot make the change unless you help us to do it. We're building strong roots. I was watching a friend of mine, Brian, the other day, doing some work on his garden, and the garden had overgrown, but it was amazing as he toiled laboriously over a space of a few days, rooting out all those weeds and getting the dead stumps out. And when I looked at the garden after a few weeks after visiting him, it was a complete transformation.
Wow.
And now you can see where he's planted new seeds and new vegetables. And similar to our lives, sometimes we just need to stand back, look at the mess and decide we're ready for new regrowth. We're ready to start again. We're ready to get rid of the soil that is stopping our growth, stifling our energy, and watch the beautiful fruits and flowers that are about to bloom. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening now at the Black CEO. We're making a difference. We are being the difference. You are, Brian, a Black CEO.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One of the things that the founder, Trevor Otts, said that really spoke to me, and it's the slogan, I am a Black CEO. In fact, I've got the t-shirt on. What's it say? Black woman by birth, champion by choice. It's a choice. Today you have a choice to be a CEO. Today you have a choice to be successful. Today you have a choice to live it authentically. Today you have a choice to be the best version of you. And here's the other thing, to do it unapologetically.
Absolutely.
Remember that.
And even carrying that title as CEO, if you're out there and you want to be a CEO, be a part of a group where there's other CEOs, like the Black CEO of London. I mean, be a part of a movement that's going to bring you to the destination and the journey that you are dreaming to be. And when you start wearing that title, even your Facebook image should start changing. You can't have dollar signs and these slang and lingos that you used to have. You're entering into another level. You're entering into another dimension. If you got to carry yourself like a CEO, and so, like I said, the tools are there. If you want to change your website, just reach out to somebody in the group. Trust me, somebody will direct you to the right path. But I just want to say again that once you carry that title as CEO, there is a responsibility. There's a leadership that comes with those letters. And there's, I'm not going to say there's an image, but the things that you used to do and think like an employee, you can't think like that being a CEO.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind. There's some investments that you got to take and make in you, because remember, there's some things that you don't know, right? There's some learning curves that you have to learn to be a CEO. I didn't know that CEO does this, and I didn't know that I'm supposed to do this, and so this stuff, and some of this stuff is not free, right? So we got to understand that, yes, we have the access in the group, we have access to people, but it's also a business, right? And so, like Vanessa stated, that if you want to be a speaker, they have people that can train you and that can teach you. And Vanessa have a wealth of experience and knowledge in that area. And so, you know, join, put forth action, and start walking into your journey.
You've got to do it, Brian. It's not even, should I do it? Should I do it later? It's about, what is it, your book? What's your book called? Because that really tells us.
My book is The Time Is Now.
That's it. The time is now. Not tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Not yesterday.
Right now.
Okay.
Because I always say this, Vanessa, because you know you can't miss this point.
Never.
We always put things off, and that's some of our downfalls. You put it off. You say, that moment when you snap your finger, or you go, I know I got to call this person. I know I got to send this email. I know I got to start writing on my book. I know I got to start building my website. I know I got to start making amends with relationships. I know I hurt this person and I need to make amends and change my relationships. I know I got to start getting rid of certain people that's in my life that's been holding me back and maybe influencing me into another direction. That moment, when that aha moment happens and you remember what you need to start doing, you got to put forth action and do it now.
Brian, I'm glad you said that. This last couple of weeks has just been an amazing time for me. And I'm sharing this because I think it might just speak to somebody. I spent a few days with one of my colleagues, an amazing speaker trainer, Dr. Ruben West.
Awesome speaker.
And even to this moment, as I sit here, I'm still recalling the experience that we had on that training session. As I saw women in particular come into that room, some of them weren't even invited, but they came. Some hesitant because they didn't know what they were coming to, Brian. But what I can tell you was, from the moment they came into the room, and I remember one particular woman said to me, I'm just coming in for a moment. They were there hours later. Transformation took place in that room that had they not showed up that day, I know that their life will never take the trajectory that it's taken them on right now. The experience that Ruben West brought to the room so that everyone could tap into their core, everyone could see themselves a lot larger than they are, everyone could start to write a new chapter to their life. It was amazing. So why am I saying that? It's because it's an experience that people had. It wasn't an event, it was speaker training, Brian. But it was an experience that has transformed the way people see themselves and the potential that they now see within them. And I'm so glad to be a part of such a group of people who aren't thinking about themselves, but how can I serve? How can I be of service? And the BlackCEO is coming from that standpoint. How can we serve you? How can we help you be the person that you were ever meant to be? And I feel that as we come together, there's going to be an energy. We will hear people talking about the BlackCEO, the BlackCEO. What is the BlackCEO? Somebody asked me today, Vanessa, tell me more about it. What is it? You're going to know about it. What I used to say to my dad, tell me about it. He said, I can't tell you about it. So you'll hear about what the BlackCEO is. It's about you. Nothing else than you being your best version, finding other BlackCEOs who can help you to get to that next best level. Brian, what else have you got to say about the BlackCEO?
I was just going to say, you know how you always hear the expression of I love curiosity. I love when people are curious because those are the ones that are searching for something. And so they always say curiosity kills the cat. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're curious about BlackCEO and you take a peek, the curiosity will set you free.
It will, it certainly will. Remember, listen, the BlackCEO, we're going to be tuning out now, but the BlackCEO is for learning. Absolutely. It's for earning. It's for building business relationships. It's for content distribution. We have so many people ready to serve you, but have you looked at yourself and realized that you're not where you want to be? You've been on this journey. You've joined many groups. You've given your money to many coaches, many mentors, but you've not seen the results. Is this going to work for you? Well, like with everything else, I always said it works, as I said earlier, it works if you work it.
Absolutely.
You've got to put in the work.
Yep.
But when you're ready, when you know it, no one has to tell you this is a time. When you're tired of being tired, when you're tired of failing, remember, failing is never really failure. You're learning something new. But when you're so tired that there's nothing else, there's always the Black CEO.
Absolutely.
And I'm Vanessa McLean. I'm the president of the London chapter, and we're just about to begin. As the song said, we've only just begun. I'm not going to sing because I don't want you to faint, but
I was hoping for some singing, Vanessa.
We've only just begun, and we want you to be a part of this experience, a part of this journey. We're making history, and we want you to be a part of this. I am Vanessa McLean. Looking forward to seeing you on the 11th and the 12th in London. It's going to be at the Canada Water Culture Space. Go to Eventbrite, look for BlackCEO, Mission Iconic, book your ticket now. Don't wait till the day. We're breaking some bad habits. That's what we're doing. We're breaking the habits and we're installing new values, new systems. Book your ticket now. This is Vanessa McLean, your London chapter president of the BlackCEO, and of course my friend
Brian Taylor.
Until the next time.
Bye.